All right, gang, it's October, which means one thing here at Essential Health and Fitness. It's Squatober, baby. Today, we're going all in the king of all movements as I take you through 10 different squat variations to build strength from every angle. Whether you're new to lifting or a seasoned athlete, you'll definitely want to start adding these into your training this fall. Let's get after it. We're starting things off with the king of all squat variations, our barbell back squat. This is a great one for developing those legs and the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. If you're unsure on how to perform it properly, be sure to check out the link we have in the description. We have a full tutorial on how to perform the exercise properly. Focus on that form, focus on your core breath, and work on your depth. Still working on perfecting the barbell back squat? We'll grab some dumbbells instead. It's the same mechanics, but now we're loading them on the side. You're able to focus more on your core, the control, and the balance. This is perfect for anyone who's training at home or doesn't have the barbell available to them. Focus on your form and your breath and work on that depth. Variation. We're moving on to our sumo squat. So this time, take a nice wide stance, a little bit wider than you would for a regular squat. Toes pointed out real wide. Hold a weight down in front of us like I am here, whether using a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Focus on shifting those hips back as you allow those knees to go out wide in the direction of your toes. To make sure that that weight passes through, reaching toward the back of our heels. Stop before we hit the floor and stand up nice and tall at the top, squeezing those glutes. Keeping with our hips and glutes, we're gonna go into another variation that helps us with total body stability. So we're gonna do what's called a Zercher Squat. If you have a barbell handy, load up the barbell on the crook of your elbow at about waist level. You could also do this with a sandbag. Think of it like holding a box or cradling one of your pets out in front of you. A lot of core engagement and focusing on going slow through the eccentric. If the barbell back squat is the king of all squats, the front squat is going to be the queen. This is an excellent exercise to start building into those quads as well as building into your core. Front load the barbell onto your collar. Focus on driving those elbows forward. Go lighter on this one. Elbows high, chest up, core tight. If you're having trouble loading that barbell onto the collar for a front squat, no problem. We're gonna take it to the goblet squat. Another excellent variation. It helps us load the core as well as into those quads. So we're gonna hold that dumbbell or kettlebell out in front of your chest, elbows in, and core engaged. Work on our depth, big squeeze in the quads at the top. Keeping with the quads, we're gonna move on to what's called a Sissy Squat. Now, don't let that name fool you, but this exercise is guaranteed to let any tough guy feel like they've never stepped foot in the gym. Stay on the balls of the feet, slowly descend to the floor as you drive your knees forward. Get your rear end as close to your heels as possible without your chest dropping. Have a wall or a squat rack near you in case you start losing your balance. Hold on to that for a little bit of support. That's okay, you're not a sissy. You wanna take your time with these. Time under tension to focus on stretching through the big toe, the shin, the quads, and into those hips. A great way to bridge the gap between bilateral and unilateral training is to start with a B stance squat. Load up a weight in the front in the goblet position. Feet set as if we're about to perform a squat. Slide one of our feet back, create a kickstand. Kickstand leg is gonna stay nice and stiff. We're focusing on core engagement and a lot of drive through that front leg. This is a great way to build up into that single leg work. Now let's get into isolating single leg, and we're gonna start with the best single leg exercise known to man, the Bulgarian split squat. Load the weight on the same leg that we're working. If you need a tutorial on how to perform this exercise, there is a link in the description. We go in depth into how to perform the exercise properly. By far the best exercise to build up the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings as well, engage that core. Sticking with our unilateral training, we're gonna front load the weight and go into our pistol squat. We love to use a bench for this one, so you're focusing more on your slow eccentric, the balance, having control through each part of the exercise. You could do it body weighted, you could do it holding a TRX until you're able to do it without the bench. Focus more on your mobility and the form and going slow.